Gamers. Hello, chat. Had to clear clear my throat really quickly. I am dying inside. I'm haven't slept in a while once again, but that's a normal thing to do as we have a free tournament going on. So and a lot of things to talk about, some things to show you, and just chill and have a good time here. As the qualifiers round now over, there's a lot of things, and as we approach the actual start of the tournament, hello everyone who joined: Inudli, D, Bacon, Niels, Sylvian, Ken, Boots. How are you all doing, guys? Hello, Sky. I thought you went to sleep. Hello, IL as well. So your message there. Free stream streak. Thank you for the free streams. Niels, and 10 stream streak from Nudli. Thank you very much for that you guys keep watching me just yapping in front of my poorly done spreadsheets. That's yeah. Qualifiers full recap. No, please don't. It's not really like I didn't know how to name it properly. It's like the final recap of qualifiers slash discussions about upcoming rounds. Just the start of the tournament in general, kind of thing. Just like closing thoughts, closing things that happened and stuff. And kind of going through the whole round, but not like full in depth as I did that on other streams. Watching Bleach get 110 on the first day and then he stopped existing, didn't get 400. Yeah, I think Bleach was going through a lot of stages, which you usually do if you play fighting games. But yeah, this was a very close match all the way until the very end, until the very last hours. It was a very good matchup to start things off, and it showed how close the matchups can be with the new systems, new point systems, and I feel like we might have a very close calls deciding the winner of this tournament. Feel like feel like it will come down to just very little point differences in the end. Good morning, owls. I wish I slept. I wish it was a good morning. I wish I will sleep sometime soon. Helix was supposed to grind Sunday and he was asleep all day. Oof. That happens. I didn't get the tiers you need to win if you didn't 300. I love buffering every 5 seconds. Is my stream sharing? I don't think it is. I think it might be on Ken's end. You got disqualified, oh no. Chat, it's so over for the other team win grinders. I have no skill or anything with 2 and 3. Good for you. Please don't overcook yourself while grinding. Don't overgrind. Please remember to stay healthy, as healthy as you can. Says the person who was planning some silly things if I were to participate. Just saying, if just gonna throw it out here before next free tournament that you guys are very lucky I'm not in this tournament. I had some plans for this one, okay? And it probably would not have been close if I was on any of the teams. Just saying. Just saying. When Sky said she might not participate, I was like, maybe maybe I should, but I feel like it would have made the Noodly and Sylvan team already already strong team way too strong. To people with 20 other heavy league running would be crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about all the matchups. Sky's probably the most confident grand at this point in tourney now that Bleach is out. We'll see. I don't know. I'll talk about it in a second. I haven't even got to my points. I'm just reading chat. There's so many messages, which is good. Keep the activity up. I'm around 95% sure I will put through against the Chile. Wait, what? My chat died. I against the Chile anyone those 2 weeks. Trying to do world record and Vic 2, dang. Over for our teams 1v1. Which college was supposed to be over for week 3. So puts of delusion to Hassan and you on the same team and neither of you are doing 1v1. Yeah, that's average 3v3 moment. Who are you gonna team with? I mean, I know. Like I said, I thought there will be a lot of like solo signups before 3v3, so I was gonna just pair myself up with someone, but most everyone just ended up as a team, and I was like, oh, well, I guess I'm not playing. I guess I'm not playing this time. I will figure out my team before next 3v3. That's for sure. The ping being blurry bothers me so much it was my screen. Why is it blurry? Looks kinda normal on my screen, I think. Looks a bit weird here, but I don't know. It's probably just Twitch issue. What else on team really haven't improved anything? Like in winning right at all. I mean, wasn't saying I was gonna do just win grinds. Like down to do any category. Sith can't won't do anything but 1v1. I don't think he has the time to do anything else. Yeah, 1v1 is the category, not for the. It's usually the category not for the best 1v1 players, but just for the people who don't have time to play, to grind. It's just. That's just what 1v1 is in the free tournaments. Yes, but unfortunately it doesn't need to happen. I don't have to. Okay. Also, we last signed up for the full team. The last sign up was the Patio Rockers. Kind of how also just unprepared for how active the community suddenly became. I mean, I was considering that more people will sign up, but like I said, I was really thinking it will be like 2v2, like 30v2, where most signups were solos and didn't have a concrete team in mind. This time it was a bit different, so you live and you learn. I picked one because I didn't have time, yeah. Do one, but Nils picked only one. Oof. But if only he signed up. And it's like I'm like looking at both first and last signups of each team. You guys were like fourth in both because like everyone just signed up so fucking fast when I started the stream. So, like, no matter how you look at it, it's basically just you and Patty Rockers at the end of the line. And I'm glad you guys at least got to play it one time. It's better than better than we just conveniently picked the team with two tournament organizers on it instead of you. Like, at least you got one matchup, and I think I said it on last stream, or one of the last streams. I'm glad we did those qualifiers, and I feel like having we'll see how the whole tournament format will play out. But if it will do good, we might stick with it and qualifiers as an official part of the tournament. In case, because most likely something like this will happen, that we will have more than 4 teams, and we will just decide which 4 will actually play through qualifiers. I feel like it's just a better way to do it, but we'll see. It's probably not gonna be a while until next 3v3, so we will have time to think. Yeah, he was asleep on sign-up list. Yeah. And like I said, we didn't really plan for that, so. Which team signed up first? Yours. I like the idea of 8 teams with single knockout qualifier round. It's not really have to be 8 teams, it's just 4+ teams. Then we will have qualifiers. And I promised Hypixel's team a pass if if we'll have qualifiers just a few teams for the next 3v3, so they won't have to be kicked out again if they lose qualifiers again. Although maybe it's maybe it's a curse rather than a blessing for them. I could start grinding new Thursday, Friday. Oof. Either way, let me just really quickly go. That's how we can have teams like that. Let me go over what happened at the end of qualifiers because the scores were incredibly tight when I was looking at them, because I think at the start of last day Hypixel's team was ahead but by like 20-ish points, and Bleach was 100+ wins ahead of Boots, so it didn't look good for sorry for Party Rocking team, especially because sent in their team group chat, like on Saturday, I think he sent a message that he was like, okay, I'm not gonna play as much, and those are scores I'm probably keeping. And then he just got some batshit insane scores that gave him even more difference ahead of Helix. Like this 15-second trampoline, it's not faster than Helix's trampoline, but it gave him another tier, which was plus 5 points. He then followed it by just insane sub 6, barely, but still sub 6 shooting range, which also gave him tier 5 in it. I think he lowered it by 2 tiers since his previous PB, giving him another extra points. And then he did slightly better lab escape than his previous score. And that I think I don't remember if it puts Party Rockers ahead of Hypixels at that point, but it made the difference very freaking close. And then for the rest of the day, Bleach was just, I think not Bleach, I think Boots was just grinding the whole day. all the way to 300 wins with Bleach only playing for like half of the day on Sunday or something. Uh, Reducing the difference in wins from like 100 to just 50, basically. Uh, and Boots, I don't think Boots even needed to reach 300. It's just mostly like for safety he did it. And I think, let me check. Let me like remove one tier from Boots. Yes, if Boots didn't reach 300 wins, the difference between them would have been 9 points. Exactly the difference that the Party Rockers got in 1v1, which is insane. So, without Boots reaching one more tier in win grinding, they basically had the same difference between them and Vin's grind and in PB hunt in different sites. That's how freaking close it was, basically. Like that is an insane that was an insane round. And big props to Paddy Rocking team because they just like pulled through like they were like going down in almost all categories, kinda, and they just pulled through right at the end, all three of them, like absolutely insane comeback at the last day, guaranteeing them the place in the actual tournament. We'll see if they will do some clutch ups like that throughout it as well. Let us talk about week number 1. Got around 90 daily wins on Saturday and Sunday, yeah. Boots was popping off. He got a 7 kill pick Justin. Yeah, he got on the first day and it was new top 3 in fastest 7 kills as well. Both Helix and Sand got 1 top 3 score in their PB hunts. Helix picked Justin and Sand left side with item saving workshop. Yeah, pop offs. Now let me drop the thing in tournament info, and I'll also put on screen the very cool graphic that will visual whatever it will let you see better what kind of matchups we're gonna see during week number 1. Let me see if everything is correct in here before I post it. Hope I got everything correctly. So if I didn't, then oops, my bad, guys. Don't drop the. Sorry, chat. I think I have to. I have to do it. Okay, there it is. Put some effort into it. Decided to go for a little bit different way of presenting the matchups on the graphic. I don't know if it looks good, but I think it looks somewhat alright, at least. So I'm gonna win considering I'm gonna forget how to win, just don't forget. Quite intimidating, yeah. That's a lot of people. My opinion, it was way more intimidating on the draft graphic because on the draft, I just did the drafts of every graphic like a week and a half ago, just to get like an idea of what I want, and I just got one skin for every player, so it was this graphic was just 12 houses by the way, in the draft, so that was that was a funny one. I have to 1v1 Cobb. I don't know. I mean, this week you're 1v1ing Sylvian, so you can like see it. I thought you could, and it said so in the tournament info. But yeah, your team is going up against Team Sylvian, week 1. Well, I see teams can still swap roles. Yeah, they can in between the rounds, not during the rounds, so it's like till week 3. You don't have to tell them that. But yeah, you can still solve. So yeah, this is 3 week. Also, he's probably doing one of the grinding categories then. So we have some interesting hello Courtney matchups on week number 1. In the first in the top bracket, I guess, we have Team Sylvian, Sky Noodle and Sylvian Fan versus Dementia Gaming, the best name of all time, Niels, Ken, and Charlie, and the most based team here. Not only because it has actually original name, because Team Sylvian kinda like all the other names already kinda happened in previous tournaments in one way or another. So Dementia Gaming gets the prize from me for original name, and also having a fully new person participating in the tournaments. Oh, Charlie has never played in any tournaments before that, so that's gonna be interesting to see how he will do and how the dementia dementia people will do overall. It's a great team name. It is a great team name, but it is quite repetitive. Also, let me move this thing a bit down so you can guys see the chat. Yeah, there you go. Lockout Sky L should have been called Sky L. Oh no. Why be original when you can recycle the same joke over and over? That's so true. That's kind of what's happening with 1v1s recently. So for Party Rockers, the original has nothing to do with Party Rockers. Okay, I'll believe that. Alright, so week number 1, matchup number 1. Julian and Dementia Gaming. On Winsgrad, we will see Sky Jigsaw versus newcomer O Charlie. This is gonna be an interesting one. I said before that I want to talk about it because, well, we know Sky is very good at grinding wins. She's very endurance, a big endurance player, and had big win counts in small periods of time. She previously had a 700 weekly record. I think the first person who reached 700 in a week. So we know that she is capable of getting some big tiers, and going up against a newcomer, first time player, O Charlie, with a bit of a wild card, a bit of a dark horse. in this whole tournament because don't really know much in terms of like competitiveness, in terms of how he plays and stuff. But I know how much it will matter for Vince Grant if he's gonna stay in this category. For now, we do know that he is quite consistent and he has been getting some pretty consistent wins and got a lot of them because I update like I have like a milestones spreadsheet that I update with like everyone's combined wins and just wins in general over 1,000 wins. And I was like, damn, we don't like we uh are gonna get like we need one more person to get to 50 people with 2,000 wins, but no one is really playing around 2,000 wins mark. Like from 1,000 to 2,000 wins, no one seems to play too much. Uh, Something like that, and then Charlie just shows up and plays quite a lot and just reaches 2,000 pretty easily. Not so long after reaching 1,000, as far as I remember. I don't remember if this discussion actually was about 2,000 or 3,000, but I remember when I was updating, I was like, damn, he's already at like almost 2,000, even though last time I updated he was just reaching 1,000. So, uh, he knows how to grind. He's getting consistent wins, but we do not know for sure how many he will be able to get under small time periods. Like I don't know if he has like something to do throughout weekdays, so it's gonna be interesting to see how he will play out. Like I said, he is kind of a wild card in this one, and I can see him getting some pretty good scores for his team. But it's also gonna be tough to go up against Sky in the very first matchup, no matter how many wins he will get. I do think it's probably gonna be somewhat close. It's probably gonna be not like a decisive victory for one of them. I think it's uh gonna be closer than people might think. What has happened in the chat? Hello D, welcome back. The sky is obviously a straight sky. Those do not exist. Dark Force, yes. Wildcard in the only round, I'm not 100% sure I'll get max points. Yep. Charlie's gonna carry. I hope Charlie doesn't get go all out. This sounds crazy. I thought I had a shot to be only 100% the tournament. I'm not saying that he's gonna beat you for sure, but I'm just saying I feel like he can get some good amount of wins. But I don't know. I wasn't like counting his wins throughout the weeks or something. It just seems like he was one of the most active players in like 1,000 to like 3,000 range or so, getting wins consistently more than others. So this is gonna be exciting. Now for PB Hunt we have Nuli versus Ken. Another matchup that is probably gonna be extremely close. This is a bit different from other PB Hunt. We see down there not quite the full-on S tier battle in there, but still both of them are extremely good players and probably gonna get both a lot of points from this PB Hunt. We have seen them both participate in the PB Hunt tournament in August last year. I think Ken made it to top 8. Well, I think Nuli got eliminated in round 1. I don't remember for sure. But things have changed since then, and there are different rules this time around. So it's gonna be interesting to see. I feel like I know the way I see this one being played out is Ken is like extremely consistent uh throughout majority of the games. Uh and he can probably get some like close to like tier 3 uh like around in the range of like tier 3 tier 4 in almost every game, while Noodly uh will probably have more tier 5s than Ken. Like she will probably just easily snatch the tier 5 in like Animal Slaughter, Ho Ho Ho, Jigsaw and stuff. But I don't know, I feel like she might struggle with other games, especially that require some luck to grind for them. I know how much Noodle is planning to grind, just I don't see her grinding that often, so uh she's not gonna put uh enough time into it. She might not get the RNG needed, so I don't know, have like I don't know, just looking at this matchup, I just have a like a picture in my head with Nudi getting more higher tiers, but Ken being more consistent throughout the all games. So we'll see if it's gonna play out like that, and who will end up winning in this case. Because getting tier 5s in some of the games is obviously very important, but like just being consistent all across like all around across all games is probably gonna give more points, but I honestly have no idea who has a better chance in this one. Like in the previous one, like it feels like it's gonna be close, but probably Sky has more edge over Charlie, but this one I literally have no idea, and I'm really excited to find out who will win because of that. And to see their scores that they will be submitting, and hopefully see one or both of them pop off and maybe just prove me completely wrong and get some way higher tiers than I expect in games I don't expect them to get. Let me see. Okay, else that wasn't real. My life definitely has motivation. I only see a very small amount of people beat her. Motivation, that's funny. Also, why do the PB hunt results matter? Students gonna 5 nails and sizing for 50 points from win grind? Because the tournament winner is decided not by just the winning teams or winning rounds. It's decided by all points that your team is accumulating throughout 3 weeks. So the more you get, the better. So in every single category. And like I said, we've seen how close those matchups can be, and I won't leave it up all just for a chance. Skip framing Steven, hit the code. Steven, both PG and Pokemon. No, did you not know the fucking rules? I'll extend this to Sky, don't tell me you didn't know either. Yeah, but Sky, you forget one very important thing is that party gamers do not know how to read. So party gamers cannot read. Yeah, you're right. And the third uh the third matchup in this pair in Sylvian Dimension Gaming is the 1v1 category Sylvian versus Niels. This is the fourth time they're playing against each other in the past year. That's a lot of matchups between them. They played one time in third anniversary mini 1v1 in semifinals almost a year ago, where Niels won with a 3-1 score. Was very uh, consistent and way more consistent than Sylvian back then. Then they played in the Halloween mini tournament where Niels was on a different setup in a different country. And Sylvian won with a 2-1 score there, I think. Oh no, he won 2-0, but I think one of the games was pretty close in also in semifinals. And then they face each other in the finals of Christmas 1v1 mini tournament, where Sylvian this time around ended up victorious with 3-1 score, if I remember. And Nils doing some goofy things there that might have cost him the victory. But and now they're facing each other for the fourth time. This time in actually big tournament, in actually tournament that might be very, very important. We will see them decide there will who will win or just who gets more points for their team, which is arguably more important. And just like in qualifiers, and just probably is gonna be theme with 1v1s in general, is whoever gets a big. If someone gets a big win in here, this might decide the whole thing, because other two matchups will probably be very close, and the points for 1v1 if you win way more than your opponent might be quite huge and decisive. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. Sylvian has improved since the Christmas 1v1. It's one of the most consistent players now, and Niels is always just pure consistency as well. And he actually has a good internet connection this time around, so hopefully nothing is gonna be stopping him from the technical side. This is also a game where I do not know who to predict. But I don't think any of them will get like a 5-0. But I don't think they will tie either. Like Bacon and Swift did. I think one of them will win like 3-2 or 4-1. So we'll see who it will be. And very excited about this matchup in general. A lot of good pairs going up against each other, and a lot of juicy games we will see ahead of us, and especially and not much different in the other matchup between Cop Sky IL team versus Sorry for Party Rocking. Oh boy, what a treat this matchup will be. But first, let me read some chat. Okay, fine, I'll get a 500. PB Hunt always matters, everything matters. Still proud of it, no regrets. That's the chat attitude from Niels. I felt literally 5-5 main PB Hunt week 2. If you wait till week 3, I all might drop out. Wait, what? Why? Nobody plays and I will get drop out. I don't think this will force him to drop out, not gonna lie. Yeah. Hope Sky IL versus Sorry for Patty Rocking, the team that qualified over Hypixel says, now facing a very very strong team up against each other. I may have infinite motivation, but is he good at gambling? Yes. On the wins grind position, we have Sky versus Boost. Very interesting matchup. Uh, Hard to predict in this one who will win too. Uh, Sky seems to have quite uh, uh, a good amount of time to get a decent amount of wins. And Boots also showed, even though he's not the biggest fan of wins grinding, that he's able to just pull through it, just uh, get enough games when needed for his team, because his grinding at the end of Sunday is basically what get his team into this tournament in general, and that seems to be the like full like theme with Boots and tournaments in general, because especially like remembering the last time he faced off Sky, it was with him and Sand versus two Skies in 2v2 tournament, because it seemed like most Skies were getting some uh like good game selections at one point. In terms of they were getting a lot of games that Sand and Boots didn't really want to get because they were struggling them, and both Boots and Sand as well were just pushing through those games and winning them anyway, even though those were not like their like favorites. One of their worst games that they wanted to see, they did not want to see, and like this is like kind of the theme right now. So Boots doesn't really want to win his grand, but he just still does. He still gets a lot of wins, and he just still perseveres and gets the points that his team needs, and this very scary, very admirable. So it's probably gonna be close. I don't know if I know who will actually be winning in this one, depending on how much time Sky has. Boots might be getting close to same amount. So uh it is once again probably gonna be close and very interesting to see what they will do. Yeah. Okay, another link in chat, Sky has infinite time but zero motivation. That's understandable. That's just me as well. Just saying, I could bet like 30,000 wins right now on party games, but unfortunately, MCCI and Rocket Split Rush exists, so. And also just, I don't know, my motivation to do things for community is a bit better than me playing the game recently. So maybe one day, maybe one day I'll come back and show all these Nijans who is boss. And I was planning to in this 3v3, but not this time. One day I'll show you youths how to play this game properly. Nothing will be submitted, please don't do that. Confident they couldn't beat me. It's gonna be interesting. The Sky versus Sky in Wins Grand. If this happens during one of the weeks, I'm gonna be happy to see that. Both locked in, you sure are. Something tied to your PC, and then ALS 900 weekly one. Next 3v3. 900, bro. That's quite a lot. This 150 hours of pure party gaming out of 168 hours in a week. Yeah, I could do that. My only problem is that one of the only times I can like justify going for any win-based records is during a tournament like 3v3 if I'm a participant. But that would mean I would have to grind for wins records and organize the 3v3 tournament at the same time, which is probably gonna take up some of my time and probably gonna kill me inside. But you know, could be worse. They're just not gonna try week 2. That's 0 point. I mean, like I said, still trying to get some points for a team is good for a long run. Just you know, just so your team can get more points on overall leaderboard. Oh, but they know just in general, so it's way more preferable to spend time with RGF. That's true. Choose real life over party games always. I don't know. I wonder how many points he has. Me too. I don't know how to even check that, so I know Ken is at like 82,000 or something. Yeah, they also has ones. I also imagine I just sitting with like I don't know 150,000 or something, just waiting for 200,000 to just get the double or something. Please don't do that. Okay, dang. Yeah, but speaking of AL, the real highlight of this week is gonna be the PB hunt between IL and Sand. Finally, this matchup is happening. I was waiting for it to happen one day in a 1v1, but PB hunt it's way it's like not way better, but also very fitting field for both of them. One of the best PB hunters facing off each other in the very first round, and it's gonna be interesting to see because both of them, despite not like usually playing a ton, like they're not like out grinding like every second for PB hunts, they're still they just don't need to do it. They can just get most of the kills they need on day one and just pray for RNG in the rest 5 days, which is probably what's gonna happen. And it's gonna be interesting to see because both of them have uh very similar like best games, so it might just come down to their like worse tiers. They're like lower tiers who will have like the just lower floor rather than higher ceiling in the tiers that they will get, and it is definitely gonna be a close one of the closest matchups here, and really excited to see what they will actually get, what kind of scores and stuff, because we couldn't see much of Sand in the actual PB Hunt tournament. He wasn't like playing or like wasn't really motivated too much. I don't think he like submitted barely anything on the second week, even though he made it to it. Uh, So we'll see. This is gonna be a very, very exciting match, and it's this matchup is definitely what's gonna generate lots of clips that I will be showing on the streams, on the stream recaps. That is for sure. We will see. We will see. But once again, in this matchup, both Winslet and PB Hunt, I think, are gonna be incredibly close, no matter which side they will swing towards in the end. So it all, not all, but a lot comes down once again to a 1v1 here. Cobb versus Swift. And a matchup that kinda happened once. Cobb was playing against Itamar and Swift in 2v2, but Tab had to like dip, and Itamar also couldn't like play the third game, so it was just ended up being like a 1v1 between Cobb and Swift, which was almost a year ago once again, and Cobb did way more consistent back then, but we'll see how it goes here. Swift since then kinda improved, got the Dark Horse tournament victory, and now he's going up against the real deal, the S tiers. He probably will have to do a lot of 1v1s against those. And starting off with Cobb is, well, if you don't like count Bacon too much, Bacon is like was good preparation for the tournament itself, and now Cobb is a good preparation for probably the rest of 1v1s, as he's probably the one who plays the least and has like the least recent games. So Swift didn't play too much recently either, but still, if Swift has a way to show that he's like ready to stand among the best, or like be close to them, if he's ready to like beat them or get close to that, Cobb is the perfect candidate to start with in that sense. As like I said, he's not been playing a lot, but Cobb is one of those players who doesn't really need to. He can come back to the game like after like 5 years of not playing and still beat like 99% of the players just without any care, with ease, absolute ease. So it's gonna be a tough matchup for Swift, but like I said, if he can get points, if he can start getting some close calls with top players, Cobb is a good opportunity to start doing it, and we will see how it will play out this time around. I'm very excited for this matchup overall. All three categories are gonna be insanely close, insanely interesting, and the same goes for Sylvian versus the Bench Gaming. And this tournament as a whole is just gonna be both a mess and a blessing, and just a lot of cool games, matchups, and probably a lot of streams. Let me check the chat quickly. Also do a 25k channel point reward to that funny mint Qualifiers stream. I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, listen, this is such a great matchup, yeah. 79.4, dang. I missed all the 2 ones lately. Yeah, I'm sorry, yeah. It's a bit tough with my schedule. I guess it doesn't exist, it just jumps around from day to day. So yeah. Almost 85k, dang. Like Copsy feels in the matchup, most confident in my prediction of. Yeah, it seems like it's leaning more towards Cobb, but like I said, Swift is the dark horse winner after all. is the dark horse among the possible 1v1 players here as well. He is, and he showed in this dark horse round that it is very dangerous to underestimate him. It is very, very dangerous to do so. 7-5 audience is guaranteed. But you know, 5 picture things. Oh yeah, the thing that needs to not happen again is Frozen Floor. Because Frozen Floor, despite Swift being pretty good, did not go well for him at all against Bacon, and Cobb is like a beast. And one of the best players in Frozen Floor in 1v1s. And if they will get it, I'm afraid Swift will might get stomped again by Cobb in the Frozen Four, so he needs to he needs to pray for RNG to be chill this time. Okay, we're getting sub 6 shooting range. Dang. I think the only things I've missed on my watch recently are from Dark Horse, and I also imagine I had to focus. That's understandable. Yeah, that's pretty much everything. It's gonna happen on the week 1. So we'll talk about the matchups of week 2 and the current standings and stuff when the time comes. And I'm very excited to see who win. I'm gonna be very happy for any of those teams to win. Like Team Sylvian is great with 3 new fully fresh tournament winners if they win it. And people who would be cool to see with double crown, Sylvian, Noodly, Sky, all POG people. Dimension Gaming is gonna be very welcome to win as well. Nils getting another team tournament win under his belt, and Ken getting a long overdue deserved tournament win for himself, and getting a win for a fully new player, fully newcomer. Oh, Charlie would be pretty cool as well. Cop Sky IL also will be very good. Cop Sky finally getting a win in any of the tournaments, in team tournaments, after carrying over that meme of Cobb and Sky team name and teaming quite a lot, and IL becoming the first person to get both solo and team tournament win. If this happens, it should be another one of the great achievements that he might get. And sorry for Party Rocking. I hope they will lose all their matches. The only team I don't want to win. Like, come on, they have 2 tournament winners and a Dark Horse winner on their team. They have enough wins, okay? Let the other people get some dubs. Although, if they win, it will make will keep the team tournament winner role a bit more exclusive, I guess. Okay, it would be cool to see them win too. Although Stunted Boots winning 2 uh, team tournaments in a row is it looks very, very rigged. How many old brackets will be broken? A lot. Try to add my collection of silver medals. Nah, I believe I believe you guys will definitely not get second. You will get any place but not second. Will they be allowed to team in the future team events? No. I wasn't planning to let when I was thinking about this tournament before even like announcing it, I was like, yeah, Sant is probably not teaming with Boots again, but the circumstances kind of allowed for it. Both of the teams, the other teams are pretty cracked as well, and that they kind of ended up just not having a team. They originally wanted to have IL on their team, and I was like, I feel like that's a bit too much. Not gonna lie. I know you guys are not winning grinders, but like I don't think other teams would stand a chance in other categories anyway. And as we see from Boots' performance, they are definitely have more than capable winning grinders there. So thanks, also love to get another third place. Yeah. Nah, Niels is the true carrier of third place scores. Oh no, you did get third place in their course as well. I forgot. For some reason, the like Bacon versus Helix and Bacon versus Noodle just disappeared from my memory. Like I just like trying to remember what happened there, and I remember that those matches were close, and I was like excited for them at the time, but like I just don't remember them existing for some reason. Just weird. 64 weekly incoming. Oh no. Those matches were not real. Oh no. We don't need to remember them. I will have to remember them when I will be retiming Dark Horse when this happens. Oh gosh. The tournament starts in around, and just round one, in around 6 hours from now on. 6 hours, 15 minutes. So, you guys gotta prepare if you have anything to prepare for it. So, yeah. And what I will go prepare is, no, prepare for my bedtime because I'm dying. I'll probably stay up until the start of the tournament anyway, but we'll see. We shall see. Right now, I will be going and ending the stream because I yapped about everything I wanted, so now I'm gonna be asocial again for the rest of the day. Thank you guys for watching. I wish all the participants luck in the first round and throughout the whole tournament. Please, guys, do not crazy and remember to like stay as healthy as you can throughout those grinds. Please don't ruin your health because of party games. So yeah, and I will be seeing you sometime throughout the week for both of the 1v1 matchups and other recaps that I will be doing throughout days. There might be more often than qualifiers because there are like more teams participating, more things to talk about probably, but we'll see. We'll see. No promises. So I will see you when the time comes to discuss what is happening in the tournament. And to skip my exams, don't do that either. Anyway, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you when next stream will be happening. Bye bye. I love you all guys. See ya.